So the Twins finally got their guy back. Carlos Correa is officially a Twin. Now, what does this Twins roster need to really actually make them good? Does adding Correa change anything for this roster? And can the Twins even kind of get into a wildcard picture? Because last year, it was kind of a flop at the end of the season. So in today's video, I want to talk about how the Twins could get better, why the roster is okay right now, and what they might need to add. So if you guys like this type of content, please leave a like and subscribe, and let's get into it. On Fangraphs, the Twins are projected to have Luis Arraez still batting first, Carlos Correa batting second, Byron Buxton if he's healthy batting third, Jorge Polanco batting fourth, Max Kepler batting fifth, Jose Miranda batting sixth, Joey Gallo batting seventh, which I'm pretty excited about. You have Christian Vasquez as your catcher batting eighth, and Nick Gordon as your DH batting ninth. Now, does this lineup make you excited to watch some Twin baseball come February? Yeah, I think to an extent, man. I really want to see how Joey Gallo could perform. Joey Gallo has this really weird track record of playing really well in low market teams. Look at him on the Rangers and look at him on the Yankees. On the Yankees, he was abysmal. On the Dodgers, he was okay, man. He hit kind of the same as he did with the Yankees, but he still had a bit of performance boost just because he was away from that media. And I think being on the Twins aspect of the media, he's not going to have that much pressure, that much hate going on like he did in New York. Now, does that make Joey Gallo soft? That's for you guys to decide in the comment section down below. But I do think Joey Gallo is a person that can shine come this season. He also has a lot of reasons to perform and, kind of try and become a player that was once an all-star and someone that kind of looked like the future of baseball to a point when he was on the Rangers. Yes, Joey Gallo is a guy who's a home run or strikeout dude, but also the shift is going away, so that's something to keep in mind. The shift took away a lot of hits that he had last year. That means Joey Gallo's average is going to keep going up. So Twins, that is a really good pickup for you guys. Luis Arraez is the guy I do want to talk about because he's been in a lot of trade talk rumors recently, and I think the Twins need to keep this guy. Luis Arraez is just one player that has a really good average. I mean, he literally won the average title last year, and also he's just a player that doesn't really come up in your system that often. I know they actually got him in free agency in Venezuela, but some guy like Luis Arraez is someone you need on this Twins roster, especially in October when you need to get on base. He's a guy that can hit for contact and a guy that you could always trust to be able to get on base. Have someone like Carlos Correa, which is the person backing him up. The pitcher still has to have that pressure of, okay, if Luis Arraez gets on base, Carlos Correa is going to get on base. And if Correa gets on base, then you have Byron Buxton that gets on base. And Byron Buxton, as we know, he can mash the ball. Also, Carlos Correa can mash at the same time, but Byron Buxton is your key, man. I really do like the first three people in your lineup. I think Jorge Polanco batting fourth could be hit or miss. It really depends. And Max Kepler is a dude that actually a lot of people have been talking about trades as well. People like the Yankees are interested in Max Kepler and things like that. Like I said, Max Kepler will be okay. He will do his thing. But Jose Miranda is some guy that I want the Twins, just everyone in baseball, to look out for because this guy had a really underrated season last year. The dude batted a 268, a 325, and a 426 with an OPS plus of 116 in his rookie year. Yes, Jose Miranda is only 24. He has a lot of room to grow. The dude also had 15 home runs. That's not bad for your rookie. So hey, when you want to rotate, someone like Luis Arraez off first base, have him DH and do something with Nick Gordon, that's perfect. I think Jose Miranda is someone to look out for and just someone to watch in the upcoming MLB season. Like I said, I already talked about Joey Gallo. Christian Vasquez is a really interesting topic just because, he just came off that World Series win with the Astros. He had an okay season this year for his standards. I mean, the dude had a 250 batting average, not as high as he wished he could be. He did hit 9 home runs. You're getting a little bit out of your catching position. He is a 315 OBP and a 399 slug, so that's not bad. He is a 99 OPS plus player, so he's pretty much an average MLB player in the league. And the last person to look out for in this lineup, like I said, is Nick Gordon. Nick Gordon had a decent season last year, better than his rookie season. In 2022, he had a 272 batting average, a 316 OBP, a 427 slug, and an OPS of 743. Not bad for someone that's his second year in the league with a 1.64 season. And also on top of that, he's a 113 OPS plus player. That is really good. He's only 27. He's really young. He's starting to get used to the league. He's just getting used to the hitting. And I think this Twins roster can do really well next year. Now, do I think this lineup makes the Twins, a playoff roster per se? I think they can. Last year, they did fall flat. They had some injuries. Byron Buxton was out pretty much for half of the second half of the season, so that just didn't help. The Twins fell out of the wild card really quickly. I think the Twins could easily make the wild card next year, especially with getting Correa back and a bunch of your young stars starting to become accustomed to the league. Now, what should they add to make this lineup better? I honestly think you'd probably add another bat. I don't know if Joey Gallo was your answer. I have high hopes for Joey Gallo. If you get an all-star performance out of Joey Gallo, I think you guys will be at least 3 to 5 times better as a team, just in general. But if that doesn't work out, I'm sure you could probably find another right fielder that could have a decent bat. Max Kepler, like I said, kind of has had an off season last year. His batting average is around like 220, so you might want to get more performance out of your right field and things like that. So you could add a bat there. I honestly think this lineup is okay. Like I said, you might need to add another bat. Now, guys, pitching rotation is really good. Sonny Gray coming off of an okay season last year. Jhoan literally is going to be your ace in the next couple of years. He had an extremely good season. And honestly, Jhoan is someone that's really underrated. Yes, his ERA was high last season at 3.55 is not what you want to see, but he is someone that is performing really well for the amount of games he played. He played 27 games and he's somewhat of a workhorse for your team. I think Jhoan has a lot of potential to grow as a player, and I generally think if he could get his whip a little lower and a strikeouts per 9 up, he could do really well in the league. All the big names in your guys' bullpen is really good. I think Jorge Lopez is a perfect closer. Duran is also your closer. Duran is, of course, your just permanent closer. That is the guy that's going to close at the 9th inning. He's the dude that you need to close out games. He is the guy that will always be reliable. He's a flamethrower. What more can you say about that? He is a amazing pitcher. He should have been an all-star last year in my opinion, but hey, that's just me. And I think your guys' bullpen is pretty good as well. I think you guys need still a little stretch reliever, maybe someone that could fill in your 7th inning, set up for Jorge Lopez and Duran. But now the question begs, does this team end up making the wild card or the ALDS or even the World Series? I think you still need to go out and get another bat or two. I think you still need some more bullpen pieces, and your starting rotation lacks a little. Yes, you have some people that have only had a year of service time like Jhoan and Bailey Ober. I think you guys could have a really good season next year or in the coming 2023 season, especially if your lineup performs the way it should. If everything's going right in that lineup, Luis Arraez is a threat, Carlos Correa is a threat, Byron Buxton's a threat, Jorge Polanco is a threat, Joey Gallo's a threat. I think the only thing that's really lacking is your catching position and your right field position. I think Nick Gordon, give him some time in the league. Jose Miranda, keep playing him. I think, like I said, the only thing that kind of worries me is your catching position and your right field position with Max Kepler, because Max Kepler has had a kind of iffy season the last couple seasons. And of course, Christian Vasquez. I guess Joey Gallo can be an iffy situation as well, but I have high hopes for Joey Gallo, especially since his shift is going away. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys enjoyed this type of video, I just want to talk about what could make the Twins a better team, and honestly, what the Twins can do to win a World Series / make the playoffs. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you made this far, please leave a like and subscribe, and have a good one.